we're going to go on to Aaron's argument that the 30-year fix is a thing of the past, but I don't want to leave out the impact that the new condo policy is having, in your opinion, on some of these problems.
Yeah, you throwing that to me or Aaron?
That's you, buddy. You were hot and bothered on this week.
Yeah,
so
I mean, we talk about, I mean, if you want to talk about the FHFA and GSE policies, I mean, this is one of them that they changed. And we talked about this on a show, I think 4 or 5 weeks ago, the changes to FHA and what that's actually going to do from a supply constraint problem. Taking more condos out of the mix because more condos are non-warrantable, raising the reserve requirement, getting rid of the streamline, all of those things. I mean, in an era where we're trying to figure out how to lower the cost of home ownership and bring more inventory to market, and we see it starting to affect areas like Florida, where that is condo heavy and already has had issues with condos over the last few years, we're making it even more difficult for people to find affordable places to live. And if you want to look at one of the single most sought after points of entry in the housing market, it is condominiums, because those tend to be more affordable and easier points of access for first-time buyers. So making that more difficult to me makes absolutely no sense. And it's something that we talked a lot about it the week that it happened, and now it seems to have disappeared and got swallowed up by other issues. But that needs to be front and center.
I agree. And I know the Mortgage Bankers Association, the Mortgage Collaborative, there's several industry trade groups that are working on this. I believe that FHFA is intentionally doing this, that they know what they're doing. The headline is that this is their insurance change is putting 35,000 more units online. But then when you take away limited reviews and you talk about the 15% that they acknowledge is going to increase HOA dues by an average of $40, that is going to knock more HOAs out of condos out of being warrantable, pushing them into the non-QM space, assumably, which is much higher rates. This is absolutely a terrible, terrible policy if we want to continue having condos as an affordable outlet, especially for first-time homebuyers.
I can't believe you guys aren't incensed that census counts 15.1 million vacant units, 10% of U.S.'s housing stock. And how are we allowing that to happen? What can the government do, if anything?
Where are those units, Greg? Where are those units?
Are they livable?
Are they places where people want to live? Do people want to live?
Neighborhood? Yeah, they're not in my neighborhood.
Can they live in them? Are they habitable?
That's a good question. I've not. I'll start going door to door as soon as we get off here.